from all the topics and concepts that we covered in class, I think what resonated the most with me and was the most impactful was our last 2 weeks focusing, or well, one of the weeks was also focusing on pregnancy and adolescence, but overall what was most impactful for me was focusing on the older adult and geriatric stage. Personally, I really hope to work in a pediatrics unit. I love working with kids, so I was already excited for this course to learn so much about the different developmental stages and different tactics for working with children in physical therapy that were kind of peppered in along the way. However, I was really surprised by how much I enjoyed and appreciated the geriatric unit, especially in knowing that most of us as providers statistically will be working with that population. So I think it was really helpful to learn the different ways that we can overlook or underestimate them and how to truly push them so that they can be as mobile and independent as possible. I think the most valuable skill I've gained from this course is just getting to work with the different kids and community volunteers that had come in. As I mentioned before, I really hope to do pediatric physical therapy, so I very much appreciated getting to work with kids of different ages and stages and know what I should be expecting from them, what is typical, and what are the ways that we can help advance them. I think it was just fantastic to get hands-on experience in that way, and having the other PTs come in to help guide us and give us pointers or tips and feedback was also super helpful. Outside of that, I think some runner-ups for insights and skills that I've gained in this course is even just learning different ways that we can advocate for and protect our patients through LGBTQ awareness and resources, being aware of abuse, and the different ways that that can look, as well as being able to provide resources for families or children, even with developmental or behavioral issues or disabilities. So I think those skills are really helpful, and I really appreciated having a lot of class time to talk about that and know how to glean those resources and where to go in the future. I think I've developed my adaptive learning skills through this course primarily in reflection and in feedback. I really appreciated doing these reflection videos both for the midterm and now for the final or for the semester being over, at least for human growth. I think getting to reflect on what I've learned and how the semester is going, how much effort I've been putting into the class, and how much I feel like I'm learning has been really helpful and is something I kind of want to check in with myself and do a lot more. I also really appreciated the post-exam reflection on seeing where I was going wrong in my questions and noticing any trends in that. I've definitely done that for some courses. I typically only do it when I bomb an exam, but I think it is something that is helpful to do even when an exam goes well. But yes, outside of that, I also think, with feedback, getting feedback from the different physical therapists that had come in on our lab days where we were working with the community volunteers, I think was really helpful. Growing and receiving feedback and implementing feedback. I think the structure of this course and not having our assignments be 4 grades has helped me take ownership, and it has also kind of shown me that I really value completing assignments even if they're not for any points. The points aspect doesn't really matter to me as much as being assigned something and having an expectation that it's due, in the sense that I held completing assignments for this class to the same regard that I do in all of my other courses. So I do think that was interesting to kind of learn that about myself, that although the assignments technically were not for a grade, I still felt a great sense of responsibility to my own learning just to get them completed. So that was interesting to learn about myself. Honestly, as for strategies and ideas to enhance the class or student autonomy, I don't have much. I think this course was done very well. I think the lectures were really engaging, even the video lectures, and I think you gave a lot of opportunities for things to be hands-on, for us to work in groups, for us to work through the different case studies. The only thing I can think of is maybe providing more opportunities for reflection. Last semester, I cannot remember the name of the course. I'm actually going to pause really quick and find the name of the course. Health, promotion, and wellness. They had us do a lot of self-reflections through writing. I think offering for things to either be written or to send in little voice notes or short videos of just our thoughts each week might be helpful to encourage more class engagement. But I feel like the engagement overall in the class was very good, and the amount of assignments were very good. So I offer that suggestion very hesitantly. I have no complaints. For question number 6, as to which learning strategies were reinforced in this course that I plan to carry with me for the rest of my PT education, I think, again, revisiting exams after I've completed them, even if they've gone well, to just see where I did go wrong with my questions will be very helpful, because sometimes I'll study very hard for an exam in any class, and get a grade that I might not have been expecting, but I'm still satisfied with, and I never look through them with much detail. But I think there's a lot of value to doing that, because I can maybe see where my blind spots are in order to do better in the future. As for what score I would give myself, I think I would give myself a B+. I think I've done a good job keeping up with assignments and giving my best effort in them. But for the midterm, I got a high C. For the final, I got a high B. So I think a B+ is pretty fair at the end of the day, in my reflection.